Okay, what I'd like to do is this data transformation problem from section 6.3 pre-class. I would like to thank those of you who looked at the video. It's very clear that you made a lot of progress on this. I would just like to have one more whack at it, or maybe we can organize it just a little bit to make it a little bit simpler to look at. An important thing to notice is that the stuff on the inside, remember the book calls these inside changes, only affects the X row. The stuff out here, the -3 and the 7, only affect the Y row. So we can do those changes one at a time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe out the -3 for now. I'm going to wipe out the +7 for now. We'll do that when we change the Y row. So what I want to do is come up with our new X row first. Let's see, how about I just put X like this? How about I not? I'm going to need a lot more space for that great big huge thing down there. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like this. Now, how did this work in the video? What we did is we took the inside thing. Let's put a little bar here so we have something to not run over. I take the -0.5 times x plus 1. And as long as that's equal to one of these numbers, we can plug into the function. So I'm going to set this equal to -1. I'm going to solve that by multiplying both sides by -2. So I'm going to get x plus 1 equals 2. Or that x equals 1. And so that's going to give us our first number right there. We're going to do this again. I'm just going to erase this whole little thing right here. We're going to do this whole little calculation again. Here we go. Now, as long as what's inside is equal to one of those numbers, we're going to be able to plug into that function. So I'm going to set what's inside there equal to 3 this time. I'm going to multiply by -2. I'm going to get -6. So I'm going to get x plus 1 equals -6. So that x equals -7, like that. So if I put a little -7 here, that gives us our next number, which is great. Now the nice thing is with these kinds of transformations, if these x values are evenly spaced, these x values are going to be evenly spaced. And I know from here to here I dropped down 8. So I'm going to just keep dropping down 8 a couple more times. We will check our answers at the end. All right. Now, how is that supposed to work? With these numbers, we're supposed to be able to plug into this function, g of -0.5 x plus 1, like this. Now, again, we're not making all the changes. We're just making the inside changes first. Now, let's just check. When I plug 1 into here, I get 2. -0.5 times 2 is -1. G of -1 is 2, so I would get a 2 right here. Do this again. When I take -7 and I plug it right here, I get -6. -0.5 of -6 is 3. Go back up to the table. G of 3 is -4. Now these aren't evenly spaced, so I actually have to do these. And this is where I'm going to make all my mistakes. When x is -15, I put it in here, I get -14. -0.5 of -14 is 7. According to this table up here, g of 7 is 7. So I'm going to put a little 7 right there. When I get the -23, I plug -23 in here, I get -22. -0.5 of -22 is 11. According to the table up here, g of 11 is -3. Like this. Last one. When I take -31 and I plug it in here, I get -30. -0.5 of -30 is 15. G of 15 is 6. And I have that, which is great. So this row works and is checked. Now that's not everything they asked for. They asked for -3 times g of the mess of x plus 1 plus 7. Now those are only outside changes, right? And what does that mean? Here's our y values. What are we supposed to do with these y values to get these y values? Multiply by -3 and add 7. So here I multiply by -3, I get -6, I add 7, I get 1. I'm supposed to take this one, multiply by -3, get 12, add 7, that's 19. What I'm supposed to do with this y value, I'm supposed to pull it by -3, that gives me -21, -21 plus 7 is -14, like that. What am I supposed to do with this -3? I'm supposed to multiply by -3. That gives me 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. Like that. What am I supposed to do with this 6? It's already all of this. I'm just supposed to multiply it by -3. That gives me -18. -18 plus 7 is 11. And so we can change the X row first and then the Y row, and we get a final answer that works. Now we can check. It's not going to be a whole lot of fun, but let's just check one number. How about the minus 15, right? When I take minus 15 and I put it in here, I get minus 14. Minus a half of minus 14 is 7. G of 7 is 7. Minus 3 times 7 is minus 21. Minus 21 plus 7 is minus 14. So it checks at least for that one value.